everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day. Hope you are all having an amazing day today. My name is Lex and welcome back to some more GTA 5, where today we're going to be tuning up some more cars from GTA 4, starting them, cambering them, lowering them, all that sort of stuff. Basically a continuation on, because there are loads more cars for GTA 4 that we didn't check out in the previous video. So I'm going to do probably 3 or 4 more. We'll see how far we go. So, let's start off with this. This is the Sabre. Now, we're not actually going to be modifying this one, because there is, from those of you that remember from GTA 4, a crappier, rattier version of the Sabre, and I think that's going to be a bit more fun to try and make that sort of like a lowered down, maybe a lowrider style car. We'll see how we go. But actually, I'm going to spawn that in, and whilst I do that, there's going to be some comments on the screen. If you would like your comments featured, you can leave them in the comment section below. I'll pick some at random and feature them at the start of the next video. And don't forget, you can also follow me on Twitter at Figureight. Links for my Twitter are in the description below. And this is it. This is the crappy version of the Sabre. And actually, we're in a nice prime part of town to do this thing, because this is a really run-down, horrible-looking area. And actually, I figured this would be a nice place to actually pull in and tune this thing up. So let's just pull into this driveway right here. And there we go. We can start modifying this thing. So, let's jump out. I don't think there is anything we can do to this tuning-wise. Let's go to menus, customs. Yeah, it's basically just going to be wheels and lowering and maybe paint. I mean, this already looks kind of ratty. I don't know if there's anything we can do. Let's go for some warm paint. I mean, you can kind of get... I think there's actually a two-tone thing going on with this as well. You can sort of... I mean, that definitely works as like a sort of... like a faded red or something. Let's see what else we got down here. I mean, actually, this blue as well. That's supposed to be a dark blue. Both of these blues are very similar in the way that they look. Yeah, I might actually go for one of these, because I think the blue... Yeah, I like the blue. I'm going to go for blue on this one. So we're going to go for that. As you can see, this thing is smoking up. This is an absolutely terrible car. Then I'm going to go back up to... I don't think there's anything in Lowrider mods. There is not. Let's go to wheels. Let's go to Lowrider Chrome, and let's just run through. I mean, this has instantly just made the car look a million times better, just putting on some shiny wheels. I mean, we could have that. Those wheels actually suit this car perfectly. But let's see what else they've got around here. I mean, actually, all of these are pretty terrible. Let's go in the muscle section. There we go. That's more the style for this car, I think. Could actually go for these big, massive wheels right here. They completely, like, don't suit the car. Or they sort of suit the car, but it's obviously because the car's so ratty. But, like, I've been to America. I have seen cars that just look really sort of, like, crappy. But they have, like, huge chrome wheels on them. And so I guess that's sort of the style I'm doing with this one. But I think I might lower this down instead of just being the standard suspension thing. We're not going to make this like a donk or anything like that. So that's that bit done. Pretty simple. Let's now just go back and go to V-Stancer. And let's start off with the front. We're just going to go... I'm just going to slam this down, actually. How far can we go slamming this down like that? We might actually be able to get this like a proper slam version. Let's go ahead and slam the rear as well, so we don't have this sort of... Oh my god. Oh my god. Hang on, let's move this off the driveway so we can actually see what this is like on the road. So I've got to say, I love these sort of like really sort of low-end streets. They're just so atmospheric. Oh my god, we're just scraping along the floor, but that's perfect. That's what we want. We want the stupid. We want the crazy. Oh my god, this is mad. Right, let's just go ahead and I think we might actually be able to keep that lowered as it is. I mean, that's the exhaust pretty much touching the ground there. Like right there, and then the front is pretty much down as far as it can go. Right there, and it's just a case of I'm just going to go in track width. There we go. Track width. There we go. That's all we have to do to this one. I mean, we could actually sort of like get a bit of camber. I'm not sure how this is going to look. And then I can sort of bring that out as far as I can on the archway, which I think is probably about there. Yeah, that's that. That is one hell of a look. That is insane. That is just absolutely crazy. Imagine going around in real life and seeing this thing driving. Actually, it's not scraping so much now. It's not so bad. Maybe it's because I put the wheels in that it managed to make it just work a little bit better. I want the scraping back again. I want this to be completely undrivable. Oh, okay, it really scrapes going up that little bump. All right, let's go back and let's go to height. Knock that height down. There we go. And then the front height. Knock that down to as much as we can go down before it like stops moving. So about there. And then the rear is going to be there. Right, so now that should be scraping. There we go. That's what we want. We want the stupid lowrider with sparks coming out of the bottom. Well, actually, it's kind of all right now. Yeah, we need more low. Although I will say that now... Oh, my God, I've actually got some sort of prostitute trying to elicit services from me. Oh, no, I'm being shot at. No, actually, people are just angry with me. Maybe she was trying to steal my car. That was kind of weird. Let's just pull in here and hopefully we won't get anyone mad at us. No, I think those people are mad at me. Oh, God, this is a terrible area. Everyone's angry. Let me just pull into the Dollar Pills Pharmacy car park. There we go. I mean, these front wheels, we've definitely got this way too low now for the front. This is definitely way lower than we can go. So you can probably get to about there. That is pretty much our lowest on the front. And I think that's the lowest we're going to get on the back. That's pretty much as slammed as it can get. There we go. We're scraping. That's cool. Well, there we go. There's that one. Absolutely mental. Simple. And scraping. So now that we've gone for the old and the ratty completely slammed down, let's go for something a bit more modern, but still, I think this is like probably a 90s look. This looks very much like a sort of like a Lexus GS. What was the Toyota equivalent of that one, actually? I think it was the Aristo. I think that's what it's called. It looks very Aristo-like in its styling. Yeah, let's move on to this one. So this is sort of going to be like a tuner-style car for this one. So let's go ahead and let's go to vehicle options. I don't know what we've got in customs. Oh, there is actually some stuff. Okay. So on the spoiler, we have... Oh, I see a ducktail spoiler. We have this one right here. This one's actually going to be a winner, I think. I'm going to go for that ducktail spoiler right there. Then on the front bumper, it's just going to be a case of just a little splitter. I think this is going to be a nice little VIP style one. Then on the rear, we have that one as well. Then on the skirts, we're going to have everything on to match. Oh my God, this is exciting. Then on the exhaust, we have the race exhaust and the titanium. So we have the race exhaust. I mean, they're both titanium. Oh, apparently the titanium one isn't titanium. Right, we'll go for that one then. That's definitely the better of the two. Then on the grille, it's going to be the debadged hood. I'll tell you what, I like badges on grills. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to go for the badge on the grill. So then the rest of it is just engine, brakes, transmission, suspension, everything. What have we got in extras? We've got, I think this is just going to be drinks and stuff on the inside and the phone holder. Yeah, there's a phone holder. And actually, I'm not sure what the other two do because I can't see anything that tells me what they do. So, I don't know. There's something somewhere though. But I have noticed that this has got a VIP style sort of center hanging thing. You see these in a lot of VIP style cars, so maybe this is supposed to be VIP style. Right, so let's just go ahead and let's double check actually that we haven't got anything in the lowrider mod section. No. Okay, so let's go to wheels and I'll change the color afterwards. We'll go for, oh, what should we go for VIP style? Maybe the high-end section. Let's have a look through here. Okay, this is interesting. These are the wheels that we went for in the previous video. They actually look kind of cool in this car. It's kind of interesting. They're a very weird wheel design, but for some reason that like huge concave bit makes it kind of look cool. Okay, so actually I'm thinking of going for the standard sort of, I think it was the cutter. Yeah, that is like the quintessential VIP wheel. So even though that's not from that mod, it's still a wheel that I think would suit this car pretty well. So I think we'll go for that. Then onto paint, and if we're going VIP, it's probably going to be like black, white, or silver. But I don't know. I was thinking of actually going for something a bit more leery with this one. Or maybe we can go for this wine red, because it looks dark, but it's got a bit of a red tone to it. Actually, what if we got in like the dark purple section? I mean, we could go for midnight purple. It's a very similar color. I think we'll go for that. I'm going to go for midnight purple with maybe a red pearlescent flip on it. I found it looks pretty nice. Maybe what have we got for blues? Ah, see, look, we can go for this. This bright blue. Fluorescent blue. Oh, fluorescent blue. That's a nice flip. It's like the dark and the light. That is nice. I like that color. I'm going to go for that. So it's just a case of trying to get this thing looking VIP style. So let's go to suspension menu. Let's go to rear camber first of all. I want to make this pretty crazy looking. We should probably get a sort of like that amount. I want to get this like pretty crazy if it's going to be VIP. Maybe even more than that. There we go. Something like you might see around the streets of Japan with crazy stunts going on. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty VIP-esque. So we go for that. Maybe a bit more camber. Just trying to make sure that this doesn't stick out too much. Like that. I think that works. because I think like any more than that, it's going to look kind of weird going through the arches. So we'll go for that. Then on the front, it's just going to be a case of just slamming it down further. Like that. And maybe, should we get like a matching bit of camber on the front? Not something too severe, but just a little bit of camber going on. And then we'll bring that out to about there. Actually, this is probably going to be, considering how we've got that flush on the rear, maybe we'll actually, hang on, let's just go back. Can I make this bit lower? Right, I think I might have accidentally upped that at some point, actually, because I can't remember it being that high. Yeah. I mean, it's not the best stance, but I'd say that this actually suits this car quite nicely if we're going to go for like a VIP style look. How about that? There we go. I'm actually not sold on those wheels now. Now that we've picked it, I feel like I can pick something better. And there we go. These are wheels that I don't really pick often because I always end up going for the same thing. So I'm going to go for these, actually. And I don't know if we have, let's get a wheel color. I'm not sure if we have anything exciting in here that's going to match. Unless we were to go for something like candy red or something like that. Or salmon pink. What have we got? Hot pink. I don't know. That's definitely going away from the VIP style and the sort of cool look, and rather than just to like the funky stance style thing. Yeah, I'm not too sure on the wheel color. Let's actually just go back. Well, there we go. There is our hopefully subtly looking but lowered and crazily stanced out Figureight. There we are. Beautiful. Done. Finished. Right, let's move on then to the next one. And as we're doing GTA 4 cars, I couldn't forget this. We have to do Roman's cab from GTA 4, but all pimped out, massive, huge wheels and stance and everything else. So I'm going to park up right here. It's going to be a nice place to do it. I don't think there's anything tuning-wise we can do. No, it's pretty much going to be wheels, paint, or whatever. But I think I'm actually going to keep this in the exact same color. So it looks like Roman has it, but it's like, I don't know. Maybe the theme is that Roman now has a lot of money and he wants to just pimp out his taxi, but he wants to keep the same taxi for, I don't know, sentimental reasons. So let's just go for wheels then, and let's go down. Oh, should we just go for sport again? I mean, sport always has like the top picks of wheels. These wheels are a lot bigger. Oh my god, they're going to look mad on this car. Oh my god, this makes it look like a proper race car as well. Like a converted race car. I'm not sure how much these wheels really suit this car. Try another set. What have we got in the tuner section? I think they're going to be pretty much similar to what we have in sports, but without the chrome. Well, actually, I'd say that Roman probably wouldn't have very good taste, which makes me think I should just go for the blingiest wheels I could find. So I think we might have to go to the high-end section. Okay, these wheels are pretty interesting because I think these are off something like one of the Bentley remakes, the Rolls-Royce remakes, so they look like a really expensive style wheel, but on like a really old car. I don't know. These are all kind of, they're not blingy enough. And actually, now that I've found something that's blingy, I think it looks a bit lame. I really can't decide what will suit this car. Maybe then this car just isn't suited for the bling life, and maybe I should go for something in the lowrider section. Ah, who am I kidding? We want big sport wheels. See, now these are interesting because these look quite similar to the wheels that are on the car to start with, but they are deep dish versions. This is an interesting look. I'm actually going to pick these just because of how different they are. And of course, we're not going to change the paint, so it's just a case of going now to V-Stancer mod. And let's just go ahead and slam this down. I'm going to slam it down to about there, and then I'm just going to get a bit of camber going. That should be that done. And then on the front, in fact, I want to get this flush again. I keep going for like this really low, but I like having it where it's like the part of the wheel just sticks out past the arch, but the tyre doesn't, which we have to get a lot of camber for depending on the profile. There we go. Look, that is now lined up on the back. That's how I want it. Then on the front, we'll do pretty much the same thing. So there you go. I can have that, and then a bit more low, and that's pretty much, I mean, if as soon as I move that wheel, it's going to look off, and it's going to glitch through. But that is pretty much just like completely flush with the arches, I think. Definitely not much in the way of camber. There's a little bit there. It's pretty subtle. But if we go here, you can see that is proper lined up. Really close with the arches right there. That's an interesting look. That's something a little bit different. And do you know what? I'm going to admit it. I don't think that looks half bad. To be honest, I quite like how that looks. But I'm going to take a guess, and I'm going to say that most people are going to like the Figureight out of all the 3 cars that we've done in this video, because I think that one's probably the most likely I don't know. I think you guys are going to like that one a little bit more than this one. But it's just amazing how just like changing the wheels and slamming a car can completely change how it looks. That is what I love about this whole thing. Even if not everyone's going to like it, which, to be honest, it doesn't matter what style I do. There's going to be someone somewhere that doesn't like it. So there's no point in pleasing everyone. Might as well just have fun. And, well, I think I've definitely had fun with this one. That is it. What do you think out of the 3 cars that we've checked out in today's video? Let me know in the comment section below which one you think is the best. Maybe you like one of them, some of them, all of them, none of them. Let me know in the comment section below. But that's going to be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to suggest more cars for GTA 5, because we might be picking one of yours in a future video, but that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you later. Goodbye.